Too much internet.
And welcome to another episode of the TMI podcast. I know you're here on YouTube and you search youtube.com and you search Too Much Internet Podcast and you were like, yo, who is this fly looking fellow here that's not Hector or myself? Don't worry, Hector's leaving soon.
It's Karina.
It is Karina. You're right. It's Karina. I didn't know how we were gonna replace Hector, but I was like, yo, we needed to find the first best thing that's here. And this gentleman's gonna introduce himself. Sir, who are you?
My name is Jan, otherwise known as Jan the Second.
Yes. And what group are you part of, Jan the Second?
I currently am a vocalist in a band called Shkary Kids.
A vocalist. Yo, everybody clap it up for Jan. Yeah, that's right. Zoom clapping. That's what we're doing here. So Jan,
Shkary Kids.
We had to have you here because the only way I know you, and this is probably legitimately the second conversation I've had with you that was sober, ever. So I was like, yo, Jan makes music, and Jan has another correlation with me outside of City College, which is that we both know Zach, but you knew Zach before I knew Zach, and Zach and you do Shkary Kids. But can you let us know what
Shkary Kids?
Yeah.
Get it right, my guy.
What the
It's not common. I get it. It's not common.
Is it with the Shkary?
Yeah, it's an Asian dude. Yeah.
So
everything goes a little bit harder.
When I was doing my researches, since y'all want emphasis, when I was doing my researches, Zach in the tag ad, he says Shkary Kids.
Oh,
yeah, he did do that.
Say that.
He messed up.
Say that so you better get on Zach and not me.
Kids.
You know what? He's gonna help me move some furniture tonight. I'm gonna get on him about that.
You let him know. And right when you guys drop the sofa, you go, oh, so Shkary Kids, huh? Gloves on, and then you start like rattling them. I don't know how close you guys are, but I do know how. Actually, that's a lie. I do know how close you guys are. I know you guys knew each other for a long time. In fact, you guys knew each other for a really long time. That Jan, I do have a random question for you before you tell us what Shkary Kids is. Right? I didn't fuck up this time.
You good?
Yo, R.I.P. to Dan Fanhose, yo. R.I.P. to Dan Fanhose, yo. It's been a long time. We remember Dan Fanhose. Who's Dan Fanhose, Jen?
Dan Fanhose. Oh my God, that nickname has been dead and buried for a long time.
These guys don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
about? What is Dan Fanhose? Who is Dan Fanhose? And what happened to him?
Yo, I truly don't remember the origins of this nickname. I need you to refresh my memory so I can dive deeper myself.
Well, Jan,
I'm lost.
Jan, you guys didn't know this. And we were talking about this for pre-production. We were like, yo, we're going to do some research for questions and shit. And I was like, yo, let me go above and beyond. See, I had a three.
I do nothing like this.
So, Jan, I don't know if that's like an AKA you had or a character you did, but he was part of a sketch comedy group who did videos.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I know you guys are dropping a song soon with Shkary Kids. Shkary Kids, right? But when is J Money's new mixtape coming out too?
Oh man, never. That guy is dead and buried, my guy.
These are all characters
we buried that guy.
Did for this sketch comedy group. But can you tell us a little bit about that before we go into Shkary Kids?
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So this group was called A Story of Bros. Right, and that was actually with a different Zach than the Zach that I'm in Shkary Kids with.
Oh, I thought that was the same Zach.
No, totally different Zach. All right, just for clarity, right? My friend Zach right now that I'm in Shkary Kids with, it's a gentleman named Zach Simpson. He's actually the dude who taught me how to rap like for real. Mm-hmm. Super cool dude. I hope you guys get to meet him one day. But me and Zach Raymond had this sketch comedy group called The Story of Bros, which is just a corny ass play on words to sound like a story of bros, which is cringy.
Oh,
is that why I couldn't find it on YouTube?
Yeah, so they took it down. I was down for like keeping it around, but like it really was cringy. I'm not gonna lie. Zach probably took it down because there was a lot of there was a lot of bloopers in it that were like that made everybody look stupid. Everybody was like a lot younger at the time, but it
That
was
sounds like just like this podcast, except we actually publish it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, we went off. But it was fun. That was a fun time. I would actually resurrect J Money if I started doing sketches again. But the thing is, man, you know, like you gotta buckle down for that stuff. I feel like if I want to do sketches, I want to do them right. Like I want to invest in like all the shit, the works, like videography, lighting, like all the shits. I can't do some bullshit. Like
so when did you go from J Money to Jan the Second?
Man, okay, so like I started taking hip hop more seriously because like I've always had like a love and appreciation for hip hop since I was younger. But like my dad, before my parents separated, was hella against me being into hip hop, like OD. Like he found my like a 50 Cent album that I had. I think I had Get Rich or Die Trying, and I had like fucking Marshall Mathers LP or something, and he threw them. He dead ass broke them in front of me. So
he broke them
but like I started taking. Yeah, bro. My dad was wilding, bro. That was super wilding. But so like I started taking hip hop more seriously as a musician. I've been a musician like almost my whole life at this point. Like I would say 2.5 years ago, but then I didn't start stuff as Jan the Second until like a year and a half, like a solid 1.5 years ago is when I started taking it serious.
What name did you have before that?
I think I tried to do stuff as like the Mission Control was one idea that I had, but I was like, nah, fuck that. It's just too like, cause I'm a space geek. Like I OD love space stuff. So like I was thinking Mission Control would be cool. Cause like Mission Control, we got like, you know, you hear that on the radios and shit. But nah, like I retired that super duper quickly. Jan the Second just felt like it fit cause my dad's best friend's name was Jan, and he died really suddenly right before my mom got pregnant. Wow. And so like they named me after him. So I'm like, I guess I'm technically a second, even though that's not my pops.
Yeah.
So,
but it's an ode to that friend.
An ode to Jan.
Yeah. An ode to Jan.
And how long have you been doing music?
Since I was 11, and I'm 25 now. So I guess
14 years.
14 years.
You did that math pretty quickly there, buddy.
We know how to does the mathematics.
I definitely don't.
We know how to do mathematics.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Did you study music at City College?
Yeah, I was in
I did. I got a general music degree, but like all of my concentration classes, like the extracurriculars and stuff, were like vocal classes in the music department. Like I was always in choir. I was in like this small specialized choir in my third year or whatever, vocal ensemble. That shit was mad fun, but also very difficult.
Like you were like a tenor, a soprano, an alto. Which one? That's right. I know musical terms, guys. Don't be.
Ooh,
all right.
Ooh. So for the most part, unless they chop your dick off in puberty, men are usually only tenors and basses, right? That shit's real, by the way. Back in like in Beethoven's time or something, they used to like dead ass castrate boys before they hit puberty, so that their voices could be super high and they could sing soprano parts.
Didn't they do that for Shakespeare too? Didn't they castrate them whenever they wanted to play female roles?
What?
No.
Yo, so the really
where did you get this?
I feel
Yo, shout out to my history teacher from high school, yo. You be lying?
No.
Yo, I mean, I could see it happening in some like really crazy fucking theater group.
Some crazy ass genetics.
Bro, theater kids are crazy. They probably do that right now. Theater kids are crazy. They probably be like, yo, this director's working on the project.
Chop my dick off. I mean, what role would be worth chopping your dick off for, though? Out of all the movies. Or growing a penis, Karina. You know, gotta fit you in there.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, right. You'll play, you know, that guy, you know.
Yeah.
In that movie.
In that one movie. And then you'll grow
ears?
the dick. You'll grow the dick. But like, how much money would you need for the fellas to chop your dick off for a film, and then for Karina to grow a dick for a film?
Me to chop it? No, I don't have love for film like that, bro.
Chop your
I'm gonna keep my penis. Thank you very much.
I'd need more than a mil.
I need a cool 500 Billy for that.
500 Billy?
I need to be able
cool
to
500 Billy.
5 Billy.
Can you reconstruct your dick after that?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was saying. Like, I'd be able to get a bigger dick, get it to feel just as good, and you know, and just be set for life.
Yep.
Would you change anything else? Would you make it like a different color?
Why would we make a different color?
Does it have to be same color?
As it is right now.
Yeah, or would you like change it up and make it like dye it into a different color dick?
Get like a green dick, Hector.
No, I don't know.
I'll take a green dick.
I also thought green dick. Why did I also think green dick?
He's Hulk. Hulk smash.
I didn't think red dick. Red dick would be weird.
Man, it's a red Hulk.
Jan, what's your favorite color?
Yo, blue's my favorite color, but I'm thinking like if I was
balls.
Blue balls. I saw that coming. No, but I was thinking I would probably get a carbon copy, like the same dick, but like with the tattoo of like Chester Bennington, R.I.P. by the way, Chester Bennington's like wrist flame tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want my shit to look like a Hot Wheels car.
Oh, that'd be fire. I'll be with that. Yeah.
That'd be some fire dick.
And then like nobody would ever know because I don't take nudes, like nothing like that. So like nobody would ever know, but I would know.
But you would know. You would know that you have the fire dick. But that's how it gotta be, fellas. Only you know that you got the fire dick. Don't let anyone bring you down. That's right. All right.
That's it. That's it.
Karina, what would
you motivating yourself right there?
Right? Karina, how long and what color would your new dick be for a film? I mean, first of all, would you do it for free, or because I feel like you would?
I'd probably do it for free. What do you mean? You have to pay me to do it for free.
I feel like most women want a dick. Free. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Every time they want to be able just to flop it.
I want to do a
helicopters with it.
Oh, the helicopter thing? That shit is so I feel like you had to try it at least.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done it like just on your own? Like you just wanted to do it yourself?
Yeah.
I've only ever done it when it was requested. Like I don't have a need to like do it. Like that's just weird to me. Like why would you do it just on your own?
That fun.
It's like, you gotta get momentum going. That's really what it is. You gotta know how to do the circle. You gotta know how to do the circle, and then when you gotta go,
you gotta build it up and then go.
But what color, Karina? What would you do? What color would you do? Why purple?
Because purple.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be
like Barney.
You would have a Barney dick?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Barney dick,
R.I.P.
Can you R.I.P. Barney? Barney's dead?
Nah, like it's just like I keep seeing all these conspiracy theories. I feel like Barney's the next one guy.
Karina's background before this used to be the Teletubbies, and then we were talking to Hector's cousin, and then we were talking about the Teletubbies for a minute, and we realized how fucking weird that shit is, which we'll talk about more later. But yeah, Teletubbies are fucking weird, bro. I think one of you send a picture of one of the Teletubbies, and you were like, "Yo, that guy's dead."
No, that guy's played like a black guy, and I was like, "Whoa, crazy!"
Why can't a Teletubby be played by a black guy?
I don't know.
Man.
I feel like only white people do
Jan,
that.
I'm sorry.
Only white people do this shit.
What is wrong with you? This is not the
only white
energy you
people do
bring.
crazy shit.
Nah, bro. I feel like Latinos do a lot of weird shit.
We do, but
I mean, Latinos are the ones that be dressing up as.
Bro, we wait for this one banana to get mad fucking sweet, and then we fry that bitch up.
Yeah, but that's the smartest thing that anybody could do.
Yeah, you talking like there's something wrong with that. Like,
like, can you imagine someone taking a plantain and then being like, "Yo, let's eat it," and then you're like, "Yo, no, not yet. Watch this." Waits for like a good week, and he's like, "Yo, that shit's black." He's like, "I know." Puts it on the pan. And they're like, "Oh shit, shit's done good." That's weird to me. It's the same thing with a smoothie. It's the same thing with a smoothie. A yellow banana turns ripe, and you're like, "Fuck it, it's the sweetest it could be." Which, speaking of which, Jan, what do you put in your smoothies?
Oh, okay. So pineapple, banana, like it's like not all at the same time, but these are like assorted ingredients that I like, and maybe I like to try them together. Banana,
but like usually like I gave you a blender. I gave you a magic blender, right? Not a bullet blender, but a magic blender, right?
There next to you.
Right here, it's right here. And I'm like, Jan, make your smoothie. What would you make?
Ooh, blueberries,
what are you craving,
bananas,
right now? Ooh,
peanut butter. A little bit of this chocolate protein I got on top of the fridge right now.
Okay. All right.
And probably almond milk.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Maybe a couple pieces of ice to make it like kind of smoothie-like, or the fruit is frozen, so it's smoothie, like more like smoothie-like.
He knows.
I'm about that.
That's a great smoothie. I want that smoothie. I would want that smoothie next time.
I was actually excited when you said. I was gonna say I was excited when you said pineapple because I was like, I feel like pineapple would have gone well with all that.
I usually put pineapple in my smoothies, like, but sometimes like the acidity of the pineapple is just OD and it's mad sour.
Yeah,
mad sour, and that's not fun either.
Jan,
yo,
I was listening to how did I just forget the songs? And I was dead ass listening to all three of them, which are available on Spotify, by the way. Yes, Tiptoe. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jan. I'm gonna be straightforward. Tiptoe is my favorite from the three.
Oh wow! I have
it on Spotify right now.
Why? Why do you think that?
All right.
I don't know. I like Jan's verse a lot on that. I like both Zach's and Jan. Well, Zach, what? Regardless, it's the same Zach as a Shkary Kid. But yes, I like both of y'all verses in that. When I watched the video, there's a third gentleman there. Who is that third gentleman?
That guy.
Can I just steal your question, Hector?
No, you didn't. But go on.
That guy is our resident in-house producer, Mr. Mike Mraz.
Hey, shout out to Mike.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, I was gonna ask because like I didn't see him rap, and I was curious to know if he had any like actual bars in any of the other songs as well. Because this is the first video that you guys actually put out, so I was curious to know whether he wrote.
I'm not supposed to say anything.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not supposed to say anything, but he might have some bars in future songs. Is as far as I can go.
Noted.
Gotcha.
Noted. It's safe to say white boy got bars. It's safe to say.
Noted.
Yeah.
Noted. Now you guys do a genre called trap metal?
I would most often categorize it as such, but I would float it kind of in the vicinity of like it's hip hop trap and like alternative rock in general, because like some of it's metal. We've got an album that we're working on that we're trying to drop early fall.
Nice.
But it's like a blend of that stuff. It's like trap metal, like some of it's like hip hop, like ambient rock type shit, and like some of it's straight up like emo rock, trap, and it's kind of like it's like throwback plus this new age stuff that's happening.
Did you see Karina's ears go like this when you said emo?
Yeah. What's the inspiration behind that, Jan?
I was in fucking metalcore bands pretty much all of high school.
Where?
And that was like kind of, yeah, I was in this band called The Last of Us when I was in high school.
Uncorrelated.
Is it based on the video game?
Uncorrelated to the game.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's some crazy shit? We had that name before the game. I swear to fucking God. On God, we had it before the fucking game. But you know what? It is what it is. Whatever.
Is everyone from Shkary Kids like from New York?
Yeah, we're all like from Astoria too, which is crazy. And like we all met kind of a little bit later on in life, like in college. But I mean, that's when I hear like before I went to college, I read some shit that was like, you meet the friends that you're gonna have for the rest of your life when you're in college.
Oh,
and I was like, yo,
with you, not in your case.
Gross.
Fuck me.
Harsh. That's rough, buddy.
These are the two friends for you, Zach and remember his name again?
Zach and Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike.
Mike.
Is it particularly Mr. Mike?
No, I just like put in misters in front of people's names when I want to put emphasis or like like titles or whatever, like Sir, Duke, Lady of the House,
and then it's Mr. Mike. So that being said, so this is the first video you guys dropped. Who made the video?
So actually, that video was made by our friend Matthew. Well, it was shot by our friend Matthew, and then we pieced it together. Zach and Mike did a lot of the legwork on actually like putting the shots together, but it happened to be one of those videos where like nobody could agree on an idea, so we just all met up in front of a camera and just did whatever the fuck.
And just recorded it. I feel like that's
the best way to do things. This is the best way.
Yo, but like it could have been so much iller, and we all realized this afterwards and like agreed. We're like, hey, let's never do that shit again. But it was fun.
I mean, it's how you get your first, how you get it rolling. You know, you gotta just do, and then you just gotta work from there.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, this is like the first video of like God knows how many you guys would probably make. Plus, you guys are dropping songs left and right. The last song you guys dropped was what? Tag or was no? It was Tag.
It was Tag. Yeah.
It was Tag.
Yeah.
Who makes the album art?
Yo, we got this guy in Hungary. My guy Laszlo.
Hungry.
Yeah, in Hungary.
Whoa.
We found him on. Because we found him on Freelancer or some shit like. Yo, but have you ever used one of those websites like Freelancer or Fiverr or whatever?
Oh,
and
Fiverr.
Then you come in contact. You come in contact with somebody who's so fire. You're like, yo, I gotta come back to you. Like, let me come back to you like off of this site and let me pay you like just like on some regular shit because you're just fire. That was him for us.
Yeah,
you know, like
I don't know if you guys saw the art, but they made some. Well, he made some wild art. Like wild art. How long does it usually take for him to make that kind of stuff for you guys? Because I'm sure you guys come up kind of like pop out with songs every once in a while, but I mean, I'm sure you guys also have like hundreds and hundreds of songs ready.
We got some stuff, you know, I wouldn't say hundreds, but it's definitely in the dozens right now. Like
dozens of hundreds.
Dozens of hundreds, yeah, you know. I mean, like, we write really, really fast. So we have written probably around 100 songs, like, individually that may have made it to Shkary Kids, but a lot of them, like, I scrap a significant amount of songs on a weekly basis. Like I'll start a song and then be like, yo, this is just not it, chief, and then leave it and then go start something else. Then maybe like take parts from that and like, you know, weave it into the new shit. But like, so there's a lot of stuff that hasn't made it, but I would say like stuff that's close to getting finished, that's like ready to drop, is like in the dozens already.
Right, because you guys have a potential album coming out early fall.
Yeah. No, there is an album. I just can't. I can't say anything else about it.
It's just that's as far as that goes. You already know there might be an album soon.
Yeah.
Than you think.
Yo, where did the name Shkary Kids come from?
Good question.
So, our original first name for an album before we even knew what the name of the group was A Ghost in the Stew, because believe it or not, this is what I believe, so believe it or not. I think that the studio, and by the way, the three of us, Shkary Kids, another reason we're a group, or another reason we're a band, is because we all own a studio together. Our like space in Woodside, like we have this recording studio that like will often take our own like recording clients, like musicians and bands and shit, and like I do mostly like just mixing and mastering. Mike does production for other people, and Zach does mixing, mastering, videography for other people as well out of the space. But I believed that space was haunted. And so that's why we were going to call that shit Ghost in the Stew. And so Shkary Kids was like a product of the fact that when you stick an SH in front of everything, it sounds hard. And then also that, like, you know, it was kind of like in that vein of like spooky stuff, and like all the music is pretty aggressive too. So by the way, I did a sage cleansing and said some words and positive affirmations to raise those vibrations. Yes. That ghost ain't been back since, man.
That's a sub. I like that.
That go away. That goes away. I feel like I've only seen you like 3 to 4 times ever in my life, and again, 2 of them were probably sober. Shout out to Girl on the Hill, by the way. Which I don't know. Girl on the Hill is still a thing, right?
Yeah, okay. They definitely are.
I haven't been to Girl on the Hill in a long time.
I wonder if they're still serving minors.
Allegedly before Real Hill kills us.
Wow, that's crazy.
Allegedly. Ooh, wow, that's crazy. It's across the street from a college, just saying.
You can say that.
Yeah, but allegedly. Wait, so does that make... okay, is there anything else about a Pisces that people talk about?
They're very into their feelings. Are you into your feelings, Jan?
Oh, dear.
All right, so that's in correlation to your sign.
Go on, Karina. Spit the truth.
I don't know. I'm just
lying.
Like,
you be knowing a lot more. You know a lot more.
The pressure is on, so now she's like, I don't know. I don't want to assume anything about Jan. Wait. So what's Jan? What's your birthday? If you don't mind me asking.
March 1st.
I would have never guessed that. I have no idea when a Pisces is.
I share birthday with fucking Justin Bieber, to be honest.
Hey!
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you and Justin Bieber very like in any sense?
I don't know, but like the way the fucking media portrays him, and like obviously celebrities get like a different kind of shine. Like the media could just spin whatever, but like he doesn't. I don't really see
any correlation between you and
no.
Who has more tattoos, you or the Dweebs?
Oh, Dweebs for sure, but I want tattoos.
How many tattoos do you have?
Probably like 5 or 6.
5 or 6?
What's the one that you love the most?
This Dead Space tattoo I got on my arm.
I've only played like half of the first one.
Yeah, that game's so fire, bro.
I'm still playing it. I know there's only.
Is that your first?
Right?
No, my first was one on my leg. I could that one right there.
And he's flexible. Is that a Pisces thing? What does that say?
It says meus pais são minha vida, which is my parents are my life in Portuguese, but pais is also like it's Pais, so it could also mean
like
the
country?
Portuguese word for country.
Pais.
So
Are you mainly Portuguese, or is there any other like pieces in your family too?
I'm just Brazilian. Yeah, just Brazilian.
Okay. Hell yeah. But you were born and raised here in Queens.
Yo.
Yeah, born and raised here. Like I spent like a year in Florida, but then my parents are like, "Oh yeah, fuck this crazy shit," and they came back.
Yeah.
How long were you Florida?
I think I spent some of like first grade and maybe all of first grade and then like some of second grade, and my parents are like, "Okay, we out. We out."
Back to New York.
Yeah.
But in correlation to Florida, how do you feel about this whole COVID thing going on right now?
Man, okay, so I work food service because obviously the music money ain't super popping yet, but
yet.
Oh man, God willing. But so we out here in food service, and so I take that shit very seriously. I had two of my aunts in Brazil actually pass from COVID or from complications due to COVID. So I do think in certain respects that it's a little hyped up in a certain way, because I looked at like the way that they were reporting stats for like COVID cases around the country. And like sometimes like people, if somebody like died with a cough, but they never got tested, they were just getting listed as COVID deaths or whatever.
I feel that. Mm-hmm.
So I do think it's a little overhyped or like counted wrong in some cases, but it's super still a problem. Like this is a global pandemic, and we should be like, you should go out and wear a mask. You should like get tested if you have the means to as often as you can. Like in my case, like my girlfriend just had to get tested. My fiance, God damn it, I have to keep. It's so hard.
to switch that over.
You know what? It's crazy. It's hard because.
Oh no, you froze.
That's a good thing because
say that one more time again. You froze. Sorry.
You're like, oh, my bad. It's so hard to switch over, but you know what? It's hard to switch over because nothing really changed, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like people always ask, like, hey, how's engaged life? Like, it's different from like, no, like, we engaged because I like how things is going. What are you talking about?
That's probably the question I would make. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd be like, yo, look at this guy engaged now. And it's just like,
it's the same thing.
Like, we moving forward because this is working out.
Well, because of COVID, all right, does that mean you had more time for Shkary Kids? Or even for your own like solo stuff?
So I've been paying very little attention to my solo stuff. I have like a plethora of stuff written for Jan the Second, but I'm putting kind of no attention on it because I know a time will come when I have ample resources, aka bread in my pocket, to put into like producing all of the like back burner songs I have for Jan the Second, like kind of all at once, even if I don't put them out all at once.
Okay.
So. And I'm putting great focus in on Shkary Kids because it's a very unique opportunity we have where it's like the three of us are like, we're all very good at like the individual aspects and like kind of focuses that we take over in the band. So it's like a puzzle that fits kind of perfectly together. So we got to take advantage of that, I feel like. And, you know, here and there we're working on solo stuff, but I really don't even feel motivated to do solo stuff because I'm so enthralled and excited by the band stuff, you know?
Yeah, you usually tend to like go on towards the solo stuff when things aren't really working with the band.
Yeah.
Is that a common thing for bands?
Yeah, It is. I get a lot of like 6ix9ine vibes from Tiptoe, not gonna lie. It's like, you know, how aggressive it is and shit. So I was wondering like what kind of influences you have when it comes to like, as you as a group, like what influences you guys get when it comes to like making music and shit.
Okay, so
6ix9ine is in that category.
Yo, to be honest, 6ix9ine is so funny, and I listen to him for the LOLs. But like some of his music doesn't slap. Yeah, some of his music
be slapping. It be slapping.
Yeah, but he's not a prime influence. You know, like there is in a certain respect, like in his vocal performance, like that kind of yelling shit. Yeah, that is pretty unique to him.
They love that.
My perspective. Shit. Yo, I love it. My perspective on this shit is I come from that metalcore background before I started taking hip hop seriously, right? So, like, I learned how to do the screamo and shit. Like, so I know I have kind of proper technique behind doing screaming. So, like, I approached it with that, and we started doing that. Me and Zach back and forth, kind of like started practicing our screamo and shit, and like working it in there as a metal technique rather than the 6ix9ine like.
Right. Yeah. I feel that. Nah, I've always wanted.
That was a great 6ix9ine impression.
Yeah,
that was.
We out here.
Now, what's the difference between like metal and then metalcore and then like rock?
That's an interesting question.
At what point do you not scream?
So all
why y'all both looking at me like that? I don't know.
You're dumb.
I think you can have screaming and all of that, except for like alternative.
Yeah, I think it's the use of the screams. You know what I mean? Right. Like metal and metalcore will utilize them as more of a feature, whereas rock, which is kind of more of a broad genre term anyway, is like kind of like motherfuckers could just like have a whole song where they're singing regular, and then at the end of the song they're like, "All right," and then that's like
that's it. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, hold on. So, Jan, are you like very heavy on the music knowledge? Like, do you know your bands and your musics and your artists?
I really know about the stuff that I really like, but I have very peripheral knowledge of a bunch of music. So, like, you can play a song for me and I'll be like, oh, I've heard that song before, but I might not always get it. But I could say my catalog up here is pretty good. Yeah, why? You want to test that?
So no, there was two things I was going to bring up, but like let's do this one thing. Let's all time travel. Everyone do this. Mm-hmm. If you guys go on YouTube.com and then you search too much internet, you'll see what we're doing, right? So we're time traveling a little back. We're going back. You see Jan in his bed in high school. Hands on the cover. Okay, cool. So hands are above the cover, right? All right. Jan, what are you listening to in high school? What were you listening to?
Okay.
Jan's going to deep thought, but everybody else should be doing the wiggly hands on YouTube.
In high school.
Yeah,
under the covers.
Hands above the covers.
Hands above the covers. It's still like 9 o'clock. Everyone's up.
I haven't taken. My mom hasn't checked on me to make sure I wasn't sleeping. I didn't take the DS out yet.
Right, that's right. Right.
Okay, all right.
Super Mario 64 is still on though.
Okay, so I was probably listening to Asking Alexandria or Bring Me the Horizon.
I knew the second one. I didn't know what the first one was.
Yeah.
I like those.
That was like your top 2 in high school.
Yo, probably around there. And then like I also like the Devil Wears Prada was my top 1. I forgot about that.
Oh my
Devil Wears
god,
Prada.
I haven't listened to some in a minute. Yes.
Yo, I have a signed copy of Dead Throne somewhere here at home.
I'm assuming that's
That's one of their albums.
Okay, for Devil's Prada.
My album.
All right, so then what about in college? Which, mind you, it's funny to say that out loud because I feel like when I was like in college, I'd hear people be like, "Well, in college," I'd be like, "Oh, this old fuck." But then like now here we are, being
You're
like,
that old fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like So what did you listen to in college? Almost the same thing, or like something that really hit you different that almost like motivated you to your style that you are today?
Well, so I would say I started listening to a lot more. I started listening to less heavy music in general because like I was starting my music degree, so I wanted to be more open-minded and approach it like just really like just a clean slate, completely like I want to learn like everything there is about music, like music theory, like what's the actual like basics of this shit, like what are the notes, like how do you put the chords together and shit, like I actually want to know this shit. So that was important to me to be like totally open, even to like my least favorite genre of music, country music.
Ooh. You know what? I feel like people actually hate a genre when they can tell me a band they hate from that genre. What's a band you hate from that genre?
Yo, okay, so through listening to more country music, I don't really think I have anybody I hate in that genre besides Taylor Swift.
Look at that. That's right. Break the banjo.
The banjo. That's it.
Which, by the way, sounds like a really good heavy rock band. Break the banjo.
Yo,
Break the banjo.
Break the banjo.
we're starting that. The 4 of us.
Break the
That's our
banjo.
band.
That's
Break
right.
the banjo.
You'll be vocals. I'll be bass. Hector, what will you be?
Guitar.
The drum, I guess.
You'll be
I
drums.
always wanted the drum.
Karina, what will you be?
A triangle, I guess.
Yeah, triangle. That's right. That's right. You knew the elements of country: bass,
Damn.
vocals,
Yeah.
drums, and triangle. Not that we could have included that into the drum set, but you know what? That's fine. Jan, speaking of instruments, how many do you play and which ones?
Okay, so I play the voice. I play guitar, although I'm not really in practice anymore. Before the podcast started, I whipped out my old like busted up acoustic guitar, which I have to replace. And I was kind of like doodling around a little bit, but the guitar, if you give me a piece of music and give me like a few hours to learn it, the piano and bass.
So I can't give you a piece of music and have you sight read.
I could sight read vocal music.
Okay.
Okay, but not
Dang,
piano.
I feel like that'd be
Not piano.
high key. Like I feel like I could better sight read like clarinet than I could my own voice.
I feel
That
like
sounds tough.
it's not as hard as you
Y'all
think
know what
it
sight
is.
read is, by the way? I don't know if
I am
y'all
Yes.
confused.
Okay. Sight reading is when you're introduced to a whole new sheet of music and you play it right
You
then
play it
and
on the
there.
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right then and there. You're not practicing. You're not going, okay, that's E, that's C, that's A, that's a B sharp minor. Like you're doing it right then and there. And you know how
I
to
guess
read
if
it.
I learned how to actually read music, then that would work. But
It's an interesting language in my opinion. It's so global, like to read music, and it's fire as fuck. But I feel like I've seen you
Preach.
play. I feel like I've seen you play piano before at what's that building where all the music and theater kids were at?
Compton Gothels.
Compton Gothels.
Common Gothels, yeah.
That's right. Is that the Harry Potter building?
Yeah.
no,
I thought that was
no, it's
Shepherd.
not.
Oh, that's
No,
Shepherd
that's
Hall
Shepherd.
is
That's
Harry
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I'll like
yeah.
go by the first floor, and then my film school ass would go straight to the third floor because all the first floor kids were all the music kids, or like the science kids that for some reason were in the art building. I don't know how that happened, but I knew
Yeah,
was
there
a
were
couple,
English
like,
kids in that building too.
English kids. There you go. See,
it's a very general.
There's also a secret recording studio there too.
ooh, secret
You used to go
Shkary
there.
recording studio. Yeah, did you used to go there?
No, I couldn't. No, because like there's a secret, not a secret, but like there's like a very like specialized audio engineering program
the
at City
Sonic
College.
Arts program.
Yeah.
Sonic
Yeah.
Arts.
And so I really wanted to get into it, but the thing is, I found out about it after I already started fucking going to the school, so it was extra hard to get in at that point. And then I found out that you have to maintain your grades above a B+ the entire time in every single class. Every single class.
Fuck that.
I was like, no, fuck you. I'm out.
I want a life.
Yeah, exactly.
But shout out to all the B+ students that got into.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, it's not that hard.
Well, why didn't you join the Sonic Arts
Sorry,
program?
I'm not as smart as you.
That's right. Jan, if you were to have to only play one instrument for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Voice included, or can I always sing and do the instrument?
I would say you can always sing.
Sing and do the thing.
Yeah. Do the thing.
Oh, I mean, listen, I have a very special and intimate connection with the guitar, but I would abandon the guitar and take the piano if it means like I'll put all my effort into it and get dumb nice at the piano, because I'm trying to play like ballads. I'm trying to make myself cry type shit.
In your feels.
Yeah.
What's that shit called when you have like a note that's like pinky and thumb length?
So usually that kind of a stretch is called an octave stretch, if I'm thinking about it right. So like you're just playing the same note, but like on literally different octaves. Like one's down here, like bum, 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 like that back and forth type shit.
Do you beatbox at all?
Yo, I wish. I'm whack.
I'm surprised that you have a voice and you can't beatbox.
I feel like you can.
I mean, I can keep a rhythm, right?
Okay.
But like, I can't make the noises. You know,
You can't
like
make the noises?
yeah.
If I was like, yo,
beatbox.
Jan, give me a hot 16 of beatboxing, what would that sound like?
All right. Yo, this is gonna be the funniest thing.
You got this. You got this. You got this. No pressure.
All right.
Everybody who's on YouTube watching, you just go to Too Much Internet and watch us. No pressure though. I feel like his computer lowered the microphone. Right?
As soon as you started,
Super low. The computer. This is what happened, right?
Yo, let me see you right now.
Deadass, this is what happened, right? You started, and then it went like this. It went like this. It went. And I was like, wait.
The volume dropped immensely. Bring it up. You're still low. You're still low. You're still low. You're still low. You're still low.
My bad. You want to see how nice people we are? We are such nice people that we like. When you started the first beat, we were like, and we killed it.
Oh shit!
And we were like, wait, we knew it wasn't. But the first bass kick was pretty fire though. Try that one more time if you don't mind.
All right, I'm gonna try backing up because I probably overloaded the fucking microphone and it probably clipped.
It lowered again, but I can hear the rhythm. I can hear it.
All right.
You got potential. You got potential.
You have potential. I'm not surprised that you could beatbox a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you produce.
Yo, so I could go.
I definitely can.
A little bit. Mm-hmm. Yo, so I could go on America's Got Talent, right? I'm that nice.
And beatbox, absolutely. I feel like you'll like at least get through the first.
I'll be a true friend to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like deep guys over here.
You don't think you'll go through one round?
I don't think you'll get in, but you won't go another round.
Damn. Well, you know what? You need friends like that, Ellie. You need friends like that.
I'm out.
You need friends like that. We can't have our first walkout yet.
Right? You know they need you know that extra oomph. You can't just give them that natural beatbox. You gotta put those.
You gotta add words into it, Jan.
And shit like that. You know you gotta have.
Wait, what was that? What was that sound that you just made?
I can't do it again.
Nah, do the sound.
One time thing.
When it comes to you guys with Shkary Kids, right? Do you guys sample stuff often, or do you guys just make everything in studio? You guys make everything in studio.
Yeah, everything's in-house. So, I mean, not everything is made at the studio, but usually that's like our conversion point. You know what I mean? Like that's our where we meet up to write together. Mike does all the production from his crib. I do most of my writing from my crib when I'm, you know, feeling inspired. Usually it's in the morning. Usually it's after a little bit of some breakfast.
And then some other breakfast.
Yeah, I usually have a bowl of cereal.
2 bowls.
Hey, that's right, Hector. That's right, Hector. That's right. Innuendo, Hector.
That's it. Yeah, so I mean, it's usually after that, but like I find that the morning time is the best time to do that shit. But yeah, like we do everything ourselves. We try not to reach out. Do. That is true.
All right, check this out. You're at the last part of the song, which I don't know how to write a song. I don't know how to construct a song. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But you're at the final stage of the song, right? Have you ever gotten to that stage and then been like, throw it away?
Scrap it.
Yeah, throw it away.
With my personal music often.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my personal music so often.
What usually gets you to that point that you're just like, fuck it?
Man, like if I sense any sort of like a lack of originality or a lack of like kind of effort on my part, I could always pick that up. And it's always like, like when I'm trying to write the song, I'm just trying to finish the song. Like sometimes I won't notice that I'm rushing it and I'm like bullshitting it or half-assing it. But then when you like have a finished track where like it almost sounds mixed and it like, the effects are kind of in place on the voices and stuff. And then you really hear that shit, like a really polished piece of shit. Then you're like,
that's when you're like, gone.
You're like, wow, it's shiny, but it still smells.
I love those.
But I mean, like, is there have you ever released a song that you were like, I don't like this that much, but you still did it anyways?
Absolutely, and I took it down. It will never see the light of day again. Have
you ever had a song that you put up, you didn't like it, but everyone else was like, yo, this shit's fire?
Like, I think, yeah, a couple songs, like I put out this song called Better, a year and a half ago, that I was like, yeah, this song is super whatever. I don't really like it anymore. But, I mean, like, my friends tell me that it's good. They like it, but I'm 2 days away from taking that shit down.
Why?
I mean, it's all right. Like, I was really sad at the time and I wrote it and then like I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, this is cute, but like now I'm sad listening to this. Yo, I almost cried thinking about the plot of The Notebook today. That gives you an idea of how much of a Pisces I am.
Those are very strong feelings, but Ryan Gosling did his thing.
He did.
Yo, listen, I'm never watching that movie again.
Before you take it down.
Outside of the Notebook, though, is there a movie that like if I was with you in a room and I'm like Jan, and then I handcuffed you, right? Uncorrelated to what I'm trying to do, but I still handcuffed you, and then I was like, and then I took my remote and I was like, bloop, and you go, you son of a bitch, and you can't even grab a napkin because it's about to make you cry. What movie is that?
Oh man. Probably Forrest Gump.
I fucking love Forrest
Gump. I don't know why I had the highest feeling that you were gonna say Forrest Gump for some reason.
I fucking love Forrest Gump.
Oh my!
That's the Cortezes.
Those are the Cortezes.
Those are the specific Cortezes he wears in that movie, and then Jenny gives him. I used to have as my wallpaper that still when Jenny gives him the new pair of Cortezes. I fucking love that movie. But yes, I understand. What about you guys?
Wonderful. Yo. Oh, I want to hear yours.
Oh, man. Hector, why don't you
Karina.
go?
No, go on, Karina. You know, you're a big crier. So.
I feel like I would probably cheat.
Crazy.
Karina is a good crier. If you ever need a crying sample, there it is right there.
Me, right here.
But wait, I have a different question. But yeah, I'm about to cheat you out because I feel like you might say this, but the one movie I knew was going to make me cry was Hachi.
Hachi?
Yes. Do you know the story of Hachi? Do you guys know the story of Hachi?
Yes.
I don't.
Japanese.
So the dog, technically in the tale of the Hachi dog,
Shiba.
It's a Shiba Inu, right? Which is like a fucking dog. Go figure. And then the dog, right, becomes like, I'm gonna butcher this. The dog becomes bestest friends with this one dude, and then like he used to like go from home to the train with that one dude or whatever, and then like every day.
You're butchering it.
I am. I know.
Karina, just stop it.
No. Let me do it. Let me do it. Right. And then so the dog will go every day, and then suddenly the owner didn't come back from one of his travels, and then the dog would just be there, fucking waiting and waiting.
The train station for his owner.
And waiting. The more I say it, the more I feel it. And waiting.
Because they're dog owners, so they feel it. And then
this is about to be that wild, but then there's one dude in the movie just comes up to him and like speaks to him in Japanese and then goes like, you could go home now. And the dog goes home, but by home, he means heaven.
The dog
fucking
dies.
sad.
The dog died there.
It's so fucking
Karina, you're already crying? What the fuck, yo?
Jan, do you have any pets actually?
Sad movie.
I feel like that hits people's with pets. Do you have any pets?
So, I grew up with like dogs in the house, but my parents moved away and took my dog Chloe and our hairless cat with them. Hairless cat.
I feel like it really hits people with pets. Hector has a turtle that he didn't tell us that he had until maybe a year into our friendship.
That's how much I care about pets.
Yeah, dead ass.
No, but I really want a dog or a cat. Really do.
Oh man!
But if you could only choose one, which one would it be? Cats are affectionate.
If I could only choose one, that's hard, bro.
Wait, go back to the movie question.
Oh, right, movie question. Sorry.
No. All right, Karina, go.
Okay, so like top three would be
Damn, she got 3.
You can't choose one.
Fine.
Anything with
blue is the warmest color. Oh,
okay.
Blue is the warmest color.
I've yet to see that film, even though Karina has watched like 1,000.
It's 3 hours long. That's why.
And this is why I'm not gonna see it. That's a lie. I would still see it. Have y'all watched Bollywood films?
No.
Shit's is
Those
fire.
are crazy.
Shit's is fire, but they're so long they have an intermission. Like, but then
What?
like when you watch it on like YouTube and shit, it dead ass says intermission, and you're like, oh shit, like you need an intermission. Like I'm used to that for like musicals and shit like that. Is there wait, Hector? Did you say what movie would make you cry?
He didn't.
Did not, because I don't think.
You
know, I do get into like movies and like I'll cry if it's like a sad scene. You know, when I'm into a movie, I definitely do cry. I can't tell you like a specific movie that's gonna make me bawl. Just like by watching it.
Did everyone watch Harry Potter here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you, Jan? Did you watch Harry Potter? Like all the Harry Potters, or read the books? Because I don't read.
Yeah.
Did you cry when Dolby died or Golby?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Dobby?
Gobby. Is it Gobby?
Dobby. Stupid.
Oh, Dobby. Sorry. Dobby. The one who wants to fuck the sock. Whatever.
Such a dick. Yes, of course. Such a sad scene. God. But I had to kill him. You didn't have to kill him.
Yeah.
But bringing it back to
they did him super dirty.
Wait, so did he get stabbed? Like did y'all read the books? Because I didn't read the books.
I didn't read the book.
Yeah.
Oh,
for this part.
So did the dagger also go through the portal and him in the books too?
That's why he died. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot.
Or did they just shank him in like the books?
No, I doubt that they would just shank him. Like it had to just go through the portal.
Because I feel like in the books,
Dobby's like super like powerful. Like
clearly not. He fucking tried.
But he's powerful enough to like go against like witches and warlocks. So it's like,
oh, that's true.
I don't think getting stabbed like directly would you'd be able to do that.
Listen, Dobby and Jar Jar Binks are both Sith Lords in the Star Wars. Listen, conspiracy theories out here. I got you.
Do you fuck with Star Wars, Jan?
Oh, let me tell you.
Have you ever watched it in the machete order? Because that's how I feel like a real one knows.
Yo, I tried to, and I was like, honestly, fucking just watch it in chronological order. Like, right. You get it. You'll get it. It makes more sense, and you won't get lost. Like, just fucking watch it like that.
Do you guys know what the machete order is? It's like you'll watch one of the old ones and then some of the new ones and then an old one. It's a certain order that I'm not gonna get into because I want to hear Jan talk about Star Wars more.
I'll I like the machete order. But here, check it out, right? Check it out. So Star Wars is interesting to me, right? It's interesting as fuck because I think that a lot of people give the prequels a lot of hate that they don't deserve because those movies are fire.
I agree.
So fire.
Look, I saw
agree,
Phantom
right?
Menace at like the first time. Like that was like the first Star Wars film I saw in theaters as a kid, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I'm gonna say Attack of the Clones is whack as fuck.
Okay, I will concede. I will agree, right? I will agree with that. But yo, Revenge of the Sith?
What's fire?
Come on.
What's fire?
I have the high ground, Anakin. You underestimate my power.
That alone lets you know that movie would have survived very well in 2020. That movie, I think I forgot how I felt about the last Star Wars that came out because I saw it on Disney Plus, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I definitely feel like Revenge of the Sith was way better, 100%. Karina likes like Karina. I mean, do you watch Star Wars, Karina?
I've never seen the old ones. I've seen the ones that came out like this century.
They're fire. They're good. They're good. I mean, I don't know. What about the new ones, Jan? Do you fuck with like the new ones?
Yo, so the newest one was a little whack. They tried to like force a love story in there that just didn't make any fucking sense.
Yes.
And they also did my boy Finn super duper dirty. Like, he should have been a fucking Jedi. Like, Rey's cool, right? Like, I really appreciate her character, and she definitely should have been the main character. But why not also give this dude Finn Jedi powers, too? Like, why not make him, like, a little
more than one Jedi.
Force skater? Yeah! Come on, bro. That's some bullshit to me.
do y'all do, like, Lord of the Rings, or what's another one? I don't do Star Trek.
Lord of the Rings.
I don't do Star Trek.
I haven't got the patience for Lord of the Rings.
I don't have the patience.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah?
Lord of the Rings is great.
Bro,
what are you talking about?
Yo, the mythos is just so dense for me. I feel like I have to learn so much exposition to get it.
Once I hear someone say Middle Earth, I want to throw up. Because what the fuck is Middle Earth?
It's Middle Earth, man.
Middle Earth.
I love it. All of that mythos makes you want to like just delve more into that world. At least to me.
But once I hear Tatooine, I'm like, oh shit, we going to Tatooine.
Middle Earth is just like a few miles away from Tatooine, like right next to East New York. That's why it's called Middle Earth. Like Middle Earth, East New York, South Bronx.
Yo.
Are there any other like groups that you fuck with that are also from Astoria, Queens, or just Queens in general? Because you got 3 Bronx kids, even though I live in basically Harlem. You got 3 Bronx kids here, so we'll jump you right now.
Whoa.
What?
That's right. Too much incident versus Shkary Kids.
Yo, please.
I'm taking the weakest one.
Listen,
Look at that yourself.
You don't know.
I'm taking myself.
The joke's on you. When we're all together, we can activate a Megazord form and combine into one mass.
Into the Shkary Kid. The super Shkary Kid.
They're scary.
Super Shkary.
Yeah, bro, be careful.
Did you guys almost put like a second adjective or adjusted adjective to the kids part?
Scary ass kids.
Scary ass kids? That's not bad.
Scary ass kids.
Like super scary kids, scary ass kids, like
you know, no, like, but I would go for super scary kids.
Super scary kids.
But then that kind of sounds like a Adam Sandler Waterboy type character. You put the super in front of it.
That lisp would be wild. But did you guys have any other names beforehand? Like, was there, or if you could share that, but like, were there other names that you guys did before Shkary Kids?
Like were they sitting around like throwing ideas up, something like that? Because you said they were like Ghost in the Sioux.
Yeah, Ghost in the Sioux was like floated. It was floated as one of the ideas, but like that just doesn't sound like a band name to me. So it never ended up kind of like coming into existence that way. Shkary Kids was more like the first time the three of us were together, and like I crossed all three of our minds that we should be like, that was when we were at like Mike's house working on music, and like we were like, it was kind of this agreement thing, like where it all like we were like, yeah, that's it, we're doing that, Shkary Kids.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you first said, no one judge me, please. But if you judge me, go to youtube.com and search Too Much Internet. Then but I'm not gonna lie. When you first said ghost in the stew, I thought like it was like a phantom inside a bowl of stew, like STEW.
Oh, is that not it?
It's not. It's ghost in the stew, as in like STU.
Yo,
like studio. Oh, you guys didn't know
in the stew too. I'm like, why they eating soup?
I was like, oh, because I get it. Y'all cooking up some heat. Like,
bro, that Campbell's chicken noodle.
Right.
That crazy shit.
Bars.
Oh my gosh, no.
That's what I thought. And then like when he said studio a couple of times, the first time we talked about this, I was like, oh, okay. Studio. Yeah. And then I was like, let me save this thought for later because everyone's going to judge the fuck out of me. But I'm glad I'm not alone here.
Yo. Listen, that New England clam chowder, that's the real inspiration.
Don't get it twisted, yo. That clam chowder is... Wait, what's your favorite soup, Jan?
Oh, favorite soup of all time? It would have to be...
Ooh.
Yo, come on. Get out of my face with that.
Yo, I'm sorry. You think split pea is good, Karina?
Yeah.
I don't want mashed up peas. Oh, lentil. But lentil is not the same thing as split pea.
I know, but lentil.
Lentil fucks, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, lentil's pretty good. I like lentils too. But I think hands down, you're gonna have to hit me with that classic combo of the tomato soup with like a little bit of melted cheese in there, and then like a grilled cheese. Because I'm a fucking child.
I feel that. No, I feel that.
I haven't had that.
I feel that. I've had like with a grilled cheese. I've never had cheese in it and then with a grilled cheese. And now I just became lactose intolerant after that.
No, I'm actually lactose intolerant now.
Oh my God. What is with people who are lactose intolerant eating cheese like that?
Because it's so good. You can't just not have it.
Is it the forbidden fruit complex? It's like, you know you shouldn't have it. And then once you have it, you just see these things that you're not supposed to be seeing. And then you're both naked and you're like, whoa, it's this cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Apple. I just got that.
That good cheese, bro.
Genesis.
See, people think it's an apple. You know, it's not. They never say it's an apple. It's a forbidden fruit.
They draw it as an apple.
They always draw it as an apple.
It's an apple.
Little did they know it was actually just a block of.
It was an actual peach.
Cheese.
Yeah, little did peach was actually Tide Pods.
Oh, it's a Tide Pod. Fuck! I forgot that people used to eat that shit.
Yeah, fruit.
Chan, if so, you're lactose intolerant, but so you still eat cheese regardless, though.
I actually very recently, within the past week or two, stopped eating dairy altogether, and the difference in my body is fucking immense.
All the inflammation is gone? Because that's what I've heard that lactose does.
Yeah, and you know what? I barely have to clear my throat anymore. Sometimes when I'm warming up, like to sing or whatever, I'll be like... like there's just
wow. Well, if there was, I figured you were lactose intolerant because when you were making that smoothie earlier, he said almond milk, and I was like, yeah. When someone puts a milk substitute in there, it's 9 times out of 10 because they're like lactose intolerant. Even if for me,
milk itself is just nasty. Almond milk is much better.
You think so? You think milk is nasty?
Have you stopped drinking milk and then go back to drinking milk?
I did have a cup of milk one time, and I'm like, who the fuck drinks this sweet white thing?
Something that's sweet to me.
Oh, well, there's Karina. But cream fucks. Cream fucks.
I cannot fuck with cream, but cream fucks.
But she
fucks. like, what do you put in your? Ow, fuck. We're gonna go into the word of the week in a second, but that is so funny. 2 last things, and it correlates to each other. Jan, you used to work at a coffee shop, and I used to fuck with your stories at the coffee shop, bruh.
Yeah.
This guy used to post on his stories. Oh, you still work there? He used to post on his stories.
Yeah, but it's a bigger company now.
Oh, even better. He used to post on his stories often, or maybe I just haven't been checking. But you used to post often at one point, and you used to like blast. I think you used to be like super happy of like the music choices you would be able to make, like when you were working at the coffee shop and shit. What was your favorite thing to make behind the bar?
Man, okay, so like I actually worked today. I've actually been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
God bless your son.
Yeah.
Karina's been sleeping since 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm asleep right now. This is all an illusion.
Oh, shit. Yo, speaking of illusions, y'all should watch fucking David Blaine's new stunt that he's doing on the 31st. That shit's gonna be fucking great.
What is it? Like some balloon type shit? I have a signed card from David Blaine that I was thinking the other day. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be worth a lot of money. And I hope.
Damn, yo, keep that. Hold on to that. If he dies on the 31st, you could sell that for a lot of money. I hope he does though.
Bro, like, give me a solid, bro.
Stop.
I mean, don't do me a solid.
That's crazy. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I mean, like, float for a long time. Son, first of all, David Blaine is not going to die. David Blaine is not going to die.
But if he dies, and I'm it's going to be on your fucking soul.
Yeah,
first
Eddin basically did it.
But like, I'm going to say this right now. Because Chris Angel used to do shit like that. Fucked. Chris Angel used to do
Karma's going to hit you hard.
Karma's going to be like, yo, here's this magic power. And I'm like, thank you, David Blaine. David Blaine doesn't die, but I just know that if he were to like die, he'd come back.
Yeah. Either way though, like if he aces the trick, he's going to be a legend because he's literally holding on to a bunch of fucking balloons, floating past the clouds, jumping out in midair. By the way, he's not going up with a parachute. The parachute's going to be with him, but he's putting it on after he's like over 1,000 feet in the air. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Do you think it's real, Jan?
It's all conspiracy.
Well, he said illusion, so I'm not going to lie. I feel like that answered my question.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's 100% real, and I'll tell you why. The past like almost month, I've been meditating and doing breath work like almost every single day. And I've been training my breath hold, right? Like to get past like a certain amount. I'm already at like 2.5 minutes for how long I can hold my breath on land. But I watched this video where David Blaine, in preparation for this stunt, he like explained his breathing technique for like retaining oxygen in his blood. And I tried it, and like the first time I tried his technique, I dead ass got past 2 minutes. It was my first time getting past 2 minutes. Like, and then from there, like I've just been adding like 10 seconds every time I go to.
Oh, you froze.
Could hold their breath. Oh, there I am. Apparently, human beings could hold their breath twice as long underwater as they can on land.
What?
Ain't that yeah, bro. For real shit.
How does that work? I mean, I remember that he did that. He also did that trick like years back where he fucking held his breath underwater in a tank for like a long ass time. Like
17 minutes.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
But you know what was wild to me was when fucking Jan was like, he was like, I can hold my breath on land for 2 minutes. And I'm like,
where's he going with this?
I'm like, I've never even thought about like trying to set a record of holding my breath in any other space other than land. I was like, yo,
underwater.
I mean, the only thing I think about underwater is like I'm gonna fucking drown.
In the pool.
Oh, that too. But I've never tried to test I don't fuck with the elements like that. Water will fuck me up. Like, you know, like I'll let water be water. But correlated to you working at a coffee shop, you also made the coffee beat. What inspired you for that?
Yeah. Oh,
from Coffee the Show. I don't know if you guys watched Coffee the Show. Coffee the web series. Go check that out on YouTube. Karina and I worked on that with the great Milan Stossel, who made that series. So, but Jan made the theme song. He made the theme song for Coffee the web series. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, that was fun. And so Milan hit me up to kind of get some music for Coffee, and there was, I guess, a beat that I used for something else for I guess it was a project in my pop music composition class at City. And I took my old vocals off of it and I spit some like new stuff about coffee or like in relation to coffee. Cause I mean, you know, we about this coffee life, and I totally went off on a tangent and I didn't answer your question about what my favorite drink to make is.
Yeah, your favorite drink, but you can get to that.
I could get to that. But so like it just happened. That was something that happened like real light and simple. I think even that Milan might have even been at the studio for that when I laid down the vocals for it. But man, that was fun. I really liked his concept for coffee. I wanted to be more involved in it, but I guess it didn't work out. Like the timing didn't work out well enough for it. Right. For me, at least.
But at least you got to build the track for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I would do
hear
more.
That? I think you could hear it on the first ep when they're doing the chase scene. Am I wrong for that? Or the second
you can hear it there.
Yes, when they do the chasing, and that's like the first track. Like that's like I think the only song you hear in the whole thing. Or I think there was like a little like tune that he used in the underbelly in the very beginning. But Jan's song is the song that you hear. So if you guys watch Coffee the Web Series, which is still on YouTube, make sure you go check that out because in the running scene. But before we get to the word of the week, tell us what you like to make behind the bar, the coffee bar. All
right, so I'm a purist. I'm a coffee purist, and I actually have several thousands of hours in coffee training with the job that I'm at right now. I'm about to start fucking roasting coffee. Actually, like I'm getting promoted to like roast coffee at this shop now.
Hell yeah! Well, congratulations,
roaster.
Yo, thank you.
Fire.
My favorite thing, fire. That's it. My favorite thing to make, besides a pure cup of coffee, is a latte. Oh my god, lattes are so fun because I be doing the latte art. I love
because you got to get the right temperature, so you get the right exact foam and actual heated milk, and then espresso.
Oh yeah, the temperature of the milk is very important because if you go too hot, then it starts to break down. Like all the fats and the sugars in the milk start to break down, and the top of it, like the foam on top of the milk, gets mad thick. And then you can't do any latte art with it, and it kind of tastes bad.
I think I'm the only person that really drinks coffee here.
Right? Yeah, I don't like coffee.
Yeah, I don't do espresso and stuff. I love cappuccinos. Like legitimate cappuccinos, that's my shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna retract.
I can convert anybody.
Like a cappuccino that's like this tall, love it. When I see this shit or an iced cappuccino, I know you probably hate the idea of an iced cappuccino. I know.
No, that's nice. That's nice.
But that's a real thing? I thought that wasn't a real thing.
Yo, so, okay, the way that Kinship does it and a lot of shops in, like, on the West Coast and also in Europe do it is, like, a cappuccino is a one-size drink type shit. You can get it hot or you can get it iced, but it's, like, one size. It's about the ratio of the espresso to the milk. The espresso never changes. You always got the same amount of espresso, but in fucking milk drinks, like lattes and cappuccinos is, like, the amount of milk you add to it. So cappuccino is a little bit, a latte is a little bit more milk, and then a large latte is like a little bit more milk than that, you know?
Karina's getting hungry.
But I like lattes. They're good.
You like lattes. You like making and drinking lattes.
Yeah, because even though I don't like milk or I can't have milk now, a latte with like that perfectly steamed milk and that espresso that's got that slightly sweet and nutty, maybe a little bit of a fruity note to it.
Lattes fuck. But as like a coffee connoisseur, which do you, and this is my last question before we get to word of the week, which is the one that you hate the most or one you don't like as much in terms of a coffee beverage? Like I've become, for the last year and change, I've become the biggest cold brew fan. I love cold brew.
Cold brew is awesome, bro. But let me tell you about what I hate.
Oof.
Let me tell you about what I hate. All right, let me first preface this by my statements and beliefs are not meant to reflect those of my employer in the coffee shop that I work at.
You have to give that disclaimer. You know it's real. I'm ready for this. I'm getting my chair up.
Listen, bro, this opinion fucks. Check it out. Mochas or mochas in general. Bro, that's Mike's favorite drink. I'll make it for him because I love him. But these random motherfuckers who come up to me and ask me for an iced mocha, I hate them. They're the worst.
What is it about a mocha?
Oh yeah, what's in a mocha?
An iced mocha is basically just it's just an iced latte with fucking either chocolate syrup or chocolate powder melted in with the espresso. But it's like, yo, bro, like, you're going to like at my coffee shop, like the one that I work at, the coffee there is dumb expensive. And like, yeah, that's some gentrification shit, but it's because like the coffee beans themselves are all direct trade with the farmers and shit. So like all these farmers that are out there in like fucking Colombia and like Ethiopia and shit picking the bean, like picking the shit. Yeah, bro, they're getting actually paid for this shit, so everything's expensive. Why are you going to get a Starbucks ass drink at a coffee shop like that when you could just fucking go to Starbucks, bro? Like, the coffee here tastes good by itself. Just try it by itself or just get a regular fucking latte.
Fuck up my latte with your mocha.
I feel like people just love it. Bro. It's like frappuccinos. I remember when I was like growing up with frappuccinos, and I was like, this isn't really coffee. This is just fucking dessert. Like, you ain't really getting a... I
like that, though.
You're getting, like, a sugar rush. But you like that? You like frappuccinos?
There's a place for dessert coffee. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go to Starbucks, but I'm not going there for coffee. I'm not going there to, like, enjoy a coffee. I'm going there because I want a sweet-ass, like, dessert-y-ass beverage. That's the point, you know? But, like, I'm not going there because I want something like an iced mocha or whatever. Because, like, you're not going to get, like, it's bougie anyway. Like, at a shop like the one that I work at, you're paying this extra money for some shit that's just masking the flavor of the really expensive and like really quality product that's actually in it, right? You know, so I don't know. That's my only thought.
I get it.
Yeah, bro. And like, I mean, I even hate making matcha lattes because that shit is a pain in the ass too. Because you have to dead ass like pour like the green tea like powder into a cup and then melt it with like super hot water and then spend like a minute whisking that shit for somebody.
Oh, cause that's the real shit to make it though. That's the real way.
Yeah.
Like, you whisk it in that little like random. It's like a wooden whisk kind of type of shit, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yo, I got one forearm. Not thick for making matcha. I promise you that's only what it is.
Hands above the cover, Jan. Hands above the cover. He's just really whisking the matcha under the cover. He's like, I gotta get it right. Jan, before we go, we always do the word of the week with Hector, and we have a theme song. That goes. Well, we have like a stinger.
Little theme thingy.
I'm gonna Hector. What was
there it is.
Hector, what was something you ate today?
Something I ate today?
Yeah.
Pastelón.
And here's the word of the week. And we're back. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna make sure we cut the shit out of that. I don't know what he ate today. I didn't want to give you that. I didn't want to give you that one.
God, you're a dickhead.
Damn it, Jan. That's fine. Jan said it.
You're such a dickhead.
What is the word of the week this week, Hector?
I actually wanted to just give a quick shout out. I forgot quickly to the search on our IG is just different now. To the person who made a comment on our last week's for retrograde, which was my cousin. Funny enough, I found. Why is it funny enough for the people who don't know why that's funny? It's funny enough because my cousin is also a witch.
Whoa! We have witches among us.
Yeah, they manifest all of our success. So she said, I found my overpour card from elementary school. It was a retrograde. It was corny. I loved it.
I didn't get it for the first second. I just realized.
A retrograde.
A retrograde.
It's an old grade.
I get it.
So for this week's word of the week
How did I get that faster than Ghost in the Stew? That's crazy. I'm sorry.
This week's word of the week is kids.
Like Shkary Kids?
No. Yeah, like Shkary Kids. Kids. So the definition for kids is the reason condoms were invented.
Wow.
So those scary ass kids will go keep a condom in my penis.
Shkary Kids. Wow.
The rest of my life.
Wow. That being said, Jan, if if you were to have kids, I don't know if having kids is a thing you want. Do you want kids? Because I feel like most people are.
He's engaged now, so that might be something in the works.
See, but that doesn't change it because he could be engaged and not want kids.
Yeah,
no, but it's something you got to start thinking about.
Yeah, general consensus right now for us. Nah, I'm not with that. But that's likely to change if financial opportunities continue to advance, because I wouldn't want to, I grew up poor my whole life. I wouldn't want to bring a kid into this world fucking poor. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm not trying.
Would y'all want to bring in a kid during this pandemic?
Definitely not.
If I wasn't poor. Yeah.
I mean, the rich are immune to this pandemic, so
yeah, bro.
High key, they are.
High key, they're making money during this pandemic.
Oh yeah,
come on, guys.
Fucking Bezos. Bezos is making that guap. Shout out to Amazon. Yeah, sort of.
No,
no, Hector, not the guac. The guac.
No.
Double fisted guac.
The guac. As in like money.
The money. Got it.
Chops. But Jan, if you were to have a certain amount of kids, how many would you want?
Yo, you can't have just one, bro. You can't just because
lonely child. No.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Lonely child.
Karina has stated this. Oh well, you know what, Karina? Look, you have Hachi, which is like a second child, and I'm sure your mom, like every Latino mom who knows that their child has a pet among them, will be like, oh well, that's your brother now. Like they always do that shit.
Yeah, my parents were like that.
See, look, they always do that. They're like, yo, that is your brother now, and you guys are friends. You guys actually kind of look alike, like knee slap type shit. Karina doesn't really. I mean, Karina, I don't know. It's been maybe 2 months, a month since I've asked you. Do you want kids yet?
No, no.
Karina doesn't believe.
The answer has not changed.
Whoever is that lucky person that Karina is going to be with in the future, she's going to want many dogs. Many dogs. Many dogs.
They're practically kids, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. Jan, thank you so much for being here. Let us know where everyone can find you, where they can find Shkary Kids, what should we expect, and
all that shit.
And what are you excited for the rest of 2020, even though this year has been very shitty?
Yeah, this year's been shitty, but I am very happy and I'm confident. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of all my friends who are out here doing stuff and making this grind happen. You can find me on Instagram at Second the Jan. You can find Shkary Kids at Shkary Kids, SHKARYKIDS. We're also on every streaming service. It's not only Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on fucking Tidal. We're on Napster. If you fuck with Napster a little bit too, you know. Not Bandcamp yet, but whenever Bandcamp does their like little charity whatever things, like where a certain amount of proceeds go to charities, like we're gonna try to upload there for those tracks.
So a donation to Shkary Kids is a donation to charity, right?
Yeah. Not always. Not always. Not directly.
Not directly. But you know what I mean.
Unless you consider helping me not be poor anymore a charity. In that case, for sure.
No doubt. Sponsors are always accepted.
Yeah.
On a last note. You guys whoever's with us still, you guys might have seen that we changed the Instagram, so now it's not the TMI pod, it's too much internet. So when you go refers to your friends and they're like, yo, they have this awesome episode with this guy named Jan in it, he fucks. Yo, make sure you tell them, yo, like go follow too much internet to then like check out all the clips and the photos and all the promotional stuff, and then there is like a little secret gateway, and then you can go find Jan, who's under Second to Jan on Instagram, and then under that gateway is a second gateway. Like I know I'm surprised too because there's another gateway, but in that gateway, Karina, I'm talking about gateways. There's a gateway, not a gateway. That's a different one for you. You get it? June is over, Karina.
Stop him! Someone stop it!
But in that gateway, you could go to Shkary Kids, and then that way you guys can follow all of us and then show some love. But Jan, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Of course, yo, Thank you so much for having me. New Shkary Kids, September 2nd. I love you guys.
Hell yeah. Much love. Yo, guys, thank you so much for being here for another episode of the Too Much Internet Podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.